everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two quarterbacks of the defense will be counted on to lead their teams here today. It's Johnson's Chiefs going up against Cushing's Texans. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard round between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. Jamal Charles back from the torn ACL. He gets the call here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Maclin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Smith on 3rd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Maclin. A big play there. Smith to Maclin. 41 yards.
Terrific catch there by Jeremy Maclin. Harkens back to his days as a Missouri Tiger, where they used him almost like a wingback. You know, he would catch passes, they'd hand it to him on running plays. You can see that great ability once the ball's in his hands.
Yeah, so great in space, and a 2-time All-American back in those days as a Tiger at Missouri. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Ronald Darby's selection makes a general manager look good. A terrific ball hawk who is eager to tackle in the run game.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So 5 yards remain now. Still first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now Osweiler on second down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd and 10, Smith. And he comes back with one complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Screen pass to Charles. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Third and long, it's Smith setting up the screen for West. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They come out here in the I. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Texans a first down. And the pitch goes to Miller. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Dontari Poe emerged on the scene fast as a young player and continues to make big plays at defensive tackle.
Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Allen Bailey in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Hard throw, incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And it'll be fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Returnable for Thomas. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
As Jamal Charles plays here in 2016, I think 5 was the operative number for him. 5 1,000-yard years before last season, but only 5 games played in 2015.
For the current Chiefs all-time leading rusher. They come up in an offset I. On second down, here's Smith. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry here for Charles. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. From the gun, here's Smith. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go back to the air here after the INT. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Shift together here from the D-line. Charles the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
$12 yards to go on 3rd down. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Greg Hardy coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 7. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the penalty, it's Miller. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Here we go now.
Now it's Osweiler setting up the screen for Miller. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go. Leopard. Leopard.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
How to be 6'7", be able to see over coverages into open windows. Brock Osweiler just did that with the slant route.
With that height, was also a great basketball player. Gonzaga, as you know, actually offered him a scholarship in high school for hoops.
Hard to believe he didn't take that, decided he wanted to play football, and ultimately chose Arizona State because of the direct flights from his hometown of Montana into Phoenix, Arizona.
Is that true?
That's a true story. Allowed his parents to come see him play a lot easier.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
6 yards to go here on second down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On second down, Osweiler. His throw incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On third down, Osweiler. It's complete to Grant. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second year.
Set. Green, 39. Green, watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
And Marcus Peters breaks up the pass, and what a rookie year he had in 2015. The 3rd cornerback taken in the draft, but he ended up being the defensive rookie of the year. And I'm frankly not surprised. I saw him as a sophomore back at the University of Washington, and just watching practice, didn't really know who he was. And about 20 plays into practice, I grabbed an assistant coach and said, "Who is number 21?" And he told me about Marcus Peters then, continued to develop, and now has really unleashed it all on the NFL. If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They come out here in the eye.
Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. Hang on now. Blue 90. Over.
Osweiler now to throw on third down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion. I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Set. 319. Back 99.
relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On second down, here's Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Now Osweiler. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. And Novak's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Jamal Charles, might be in some pain here, remaining down on the ground. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And ready now for 2nd and 9. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. To throw on 2nd down is Smith, setting up the screen for West. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd and 10, Smith again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call. Kelsey out in the slot right. Smith on 1st down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. Looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, move 45. Move 45.
Throwing again is Smith. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A shotgun snap for Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And his kick is right through. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's Dree Archer. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, Osweiler. He's got Fuller. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
In motion is Fedorowicz. On second down, Osweiler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. No. All right, now, lucky 56. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Hold on.
From the shotgun, Osweiler finding time. He's going to launch this thing way down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans will extend their lead. Novak to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw on second down is Smith. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. From the gun, here's Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here's Smith setting up the screen for West. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now Osweiler setting up the screen for Miller. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First down, Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, here's Osweiler. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving. So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And now it's blocked. And all the defense has it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20. And they bring this all the way back the other way for 2 points. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists in their offense. That's how they have to treat this.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Complete. This is Lewis. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Smith throwing again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They run it here. Ware. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They run again with Ware. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Brian Cushing, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And it's complete to Kelce. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
This could push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, the flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. To throw on second down is Smith. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Their big tight end, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion.
Hey, move 45. Move 45.
On the run, it's Ware. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now let's go. Boom.
2nd and 10 now. Osweiler. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
A first down carry now for Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Out of the gun, Smith. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Smith on 1st down. And now the ball ball's loose. Smith loses it, and the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Second and 10, it's Osweiler again. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing, Osweiler setting up the screen for Miller. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run with Miller, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Great!
Again, it's Miller. And an alley to run. And a cut to the sideline. A good pickup there at 22.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Now it's Miller, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Novak is on to attempt the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, the ground. It's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On first down, Smith. Now a desperation throw, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And okay, Charles, a couple of wins now, trying to get a snowball effect going. 2 in a row now for this club.
Well, you know what they say about it when you win 2 in a row. You add 1 more, now you truly have a winning streak. They're well on their way to getting that done.
So for Houston, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.